See the Masonic symbolism? 33 degrees, three circles make a square, Jack in Boaz, and then you've got the 7 above, which represents the G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. This is the sun, and there's your moonlet. See? See the moon? And that's your sun over the firmament. Do you see what I mean? And obviously all these little pyramids here, that you see? All these little pyramids. Which is, and the amazing thing is, right, when you go this side, oh freaking hell, what you then have, right, and this is how they do the symbolism, is the moon. This is now the moon, and this is now the sun. Do you see what I mean? And that's how they do their symbolism, you see? Jack in Boaz, 3 circles make a square, 33 degrees. This is the 7 circles that represent the G in Freakmasonry. Here's the moon, and there's your sun. Do you see what I mean? What do you think all these circles, squares and pyramids are the Freemason order? But there it is. See what I mean? The sun and the moon. It's all about witchcraft. And they get us living in their system of Egypt. There it is, look. The moon, the sun, right above, look. There it is. Where is it? Ah, there's the moon. You know what I mean? You see what I'm saying, my profane friends? Ritualistic. Jachin and Boaz on the Masonic arch. 33 degree Freakmasons. 3 circles make a square. And then you've got your 7 circles above for the G. So every time someone walks through there, you're getting a Masonic hex on your brain. You know what I mean? That sun and the moon. You know what I mean? Anyway, my profane friends, look like I've been spraying in the night as usual. And there it is. It's on every one of them, including this one that you see. There's your moon. There's your moon. And there's your sun, wherever it is. I can't see it. Yeah, there's your sun. Look. Sun, the moon, and the old. And there's your moon, and there's your sun. You know what I mean? No matter what you look at, their symbolism knows no bounds. And I've worked out this as well. Look, 4 and 4, because that halves it, yeah. That 8, what do you get when you've got a split 8? 33 degrees, you see what I mean? So that's why, do you know what I mean? Obviously it's in sections of 6, look, yeah. 6 and 6, 6, 6, 6. I've done this before, so you'll have to look it up. You know what I mean? Each one of these, look, 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6, and then the windows are 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, fucking blah, blah, blah. But the reason it goes, when it's split in half, yeah, and you've got 8, yeah, 8 split in half gives you 33 degrees. You see what I mean? So everything, it doesn't matter where you live, where you are, you're living in their little box system of a square cube. You know what I mean? You're in cube rooms. You know what I mean? And that's what that represents there, my profane friends. You know what I mean? Look, 6, 6, 6. You see what I mean? And each one of them is, that's 6, 6, 6. That's 6, 6, 6. And there's 6, 6, 6. Fucking amazing, isn't it? Anyway, have a great day, my profane friends. Remember, I love you. Even on the gates, let's not forget, these are 4 square. Yeah, because there's 4 squares with 4 circles, which makes 4 pyramids. Yeah, more proof that the Freakmasons are your police. Can you see it, my profane? Apart from the bloody pyramids. But look at the windows there. See it? And you've got the heraldry right above. What is the heraldry above that square? And calm piss. Norfolk Constabulary, 1938. There's your heraldry, and the elites that they obviously wonderfully protect. And then you've got your square and the calm piss. So it's the old police station, you see. Silly Acre, but Norfolk Constabulary. What a bunch of bloody Freakmasons. The advertisement's there. Even the 3 doors there, 1, 2, 3 doors, you know what I mean, a royal blue and the Freakmasons, you know. So wonderful the way they get away with it. There you go. Another police station with the Masonic markings protecting the royal elites, the lords, the dukes and the earls. I wonder nothing's ever investigated. And they've got the criminal fraternity of brotherhood dealing drugs within your counties. You know what I mean? Who do you think runs the county lines? Anyway, that's another story, my profane friends. Have a great day. You can't go far without seeing that square and calm piss. You know what I mean, my profane friends? Square and calm piss embedded into everything. You see what I mean? They just don't stop, and they never will. You know what I mean? Remember, they run it all. They control it all. You know nothing. You'll have nothing. Because they will it down by nepotism every year, every decade, every century, every millennium. It's always willed down by the Masonic pharaohs, the Egyptians, the Greeks, and the Tsars, and all them families. You know what I mean? They're ingrained and parasitic on your nation of profane people. Trust me, I know. I've done the research. It's the families you've got to look out for. Baby, have a great day. There we go, the high house. Look, see it, look, fleur de piss, circles within squares. You know what I mean? Give you the 6 points, so when you mar it up, look, see, when you mar it up, that's your calm piss, and there's your square, look, see, square and calm piss. That's the 9 steps, look, in Freakmasonry. You know what I mean? You can't tell me. I mean, look at the door, look. What's that thing in the middle of that pyramid? See what I mean? Another high-ranking Freakmason. See, they can't stop themselves. They will always be perverse within your communities. You know what I mean? Always. Anyway, like I said, they run it, they own it, and you'll have nothing. Alright, have a great day, my profane friends. Have a great day. Even these little blocks here, look. See, look, even this, look. See the pyramids, look, on the door, look. It's got nothing to do with keeping the rain out, but what's this on here, look? What's this? 5 your best and act your best. And think your best today. But again, look, that's what you're fighting today. The Lord Lieutenant, look. See? That's who you're fighting. That family crest. That's who you're fighting. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't even know it, and they don't even realise it. You know what I mean? They build everything in their own honour. Anyway, have a great day, my sugar puffs. See? I'm going to combine my profane friends. This is what gang stalking perverts do, yeah? So this is a video I recorded earlier. I'm going to combine it with another couple of videos, and you'll see this is what they do to truthers, because they don't want you saying what you've got to say. Do you know what I mean? So they'll discredit you within your communities, and they'll say anything they can, but what they're basically looking for is to get you maimed, harmed, or killed by rumours. And this is a known fact I'm going to show you. Listen to this. Profane friends, this is what gang stalking, drug dealing, pervert, Nazi, rapists do, okay? What they do, they stalk and harass their TI, which is a targeted individual. Yeah, this is what Freakmasons do. They're professional at it, yeah, because they got criminal analyzers and what they call psychiatrists within their lodges. And what they actually do, they're like a think tank. They sit there, how can we fucking get into this person's head? Yeah, and they're great manipulators within your community, yeah, of how to stalk and harass someone, yeah, and turn their mindset so they, like, become reclusive, won't speak to no one, all of that thing. This is what they're professional at, and they do that to any truther that speaks out, and it's called the death of 1,000 knives, or the drip drip effect, you know, gang stalking, whatever way you want to put at it, yeah. And what they do within that community, from the lodge, it's all planned within the lodge, yeah. They do meetings on it, I know that for a fact. Anyway, that's another story, but they do meetings on it. How can we stalk? And they're perverts, do you know what I mean? They're psychopathical perverts that will gang stalk and harass someone, because they're abusers. They are abusive within your community, and they're abusing everyone around them all the time, yeah, and manipulating people, but people don't see it and they don't know it. But here it is, listen.
As murder in slow motion. Why you describe stalking as murder in slow motion? Why do you use this phrase?
I describe stalking and coercive control, the two together, as murder in slow motion, because you get a drip, drip, drip before the most serious event. And often with the murders, when you look back, you see so many opportunities to intervene and prevent. One of the cases that really changed my perception and changed my life was the murder of Bernal and Harvey Nichols in 2000.
And that's the thing, you see. They will tell you, right, all the time that nothing's going on, you're not crazy, you're not mad, because what they've done is groomed the people around you that hate crime is acceptable. Do you see what I mean? And this is how they do it all the time. Look, if I go here, wait there, my profane friends, you know I'm not professional, right? So if you go here, for instance, and go to my gang stalking section, vomit, victims of Masonic ill treatment, yeah. Now you can go to the victim stories here and you can get the layout, you know, all of it. Joe Sterling's a very good one. Derek and Kathleen Ryder, they've all gone through Masonic gang stalking, yeah, within the community for minor offences, I might add. You know, if you call it an offence to the Freakmasons, it don't take a lot for a pervert to be, you know, to get into your life and carry on and carry on and carry on stalking you as abusers. You know what I mean? They are abusive perverts, believe it, yeah. I know they are, I can prove that, yeah, but that's another story. Now, here it is. This is how they try to get you murdered to the point of murdering, yeah? And what they do, they get you killed on a rumour or rumours, yeah? You know, they'll call you a grass, a nonce, a rapist, whatever they can within that community, especially if you're a truther. And then if you come to my post here and just look at it, and murderers are killed by a rumour, yeah? And all these people here, yeah? And I'm talking there's thousands of cases. These are just the minor few I looked up, yeah? Okay? And if you look at it and read the post, okay, all of these people have been accused of being a rapist, a nonce, or whatever. And then there's a gang that's in your community, yeah? The gang will be run by Freakmasons anyway, yeah, but what they do, the minions that they control, yeah, the ones that are being groomed, yeah, they'll be the ones that do the dirty work. They'll be the ones that go to the jail, because they're the profane people, and they're, you know, the Freemason will be doing all the, you know, the whispering in the ear like a snake, yeah. Oh, look at him, he's a pervert, he's a grass, he's a rapist, he's this, he's that, and the rumours just spread anyway because they're all in the pubs and the clubs, yeah. And every time they see you, whoever it is, doesn't matter, they will make your name so you're hated, yeah? Doesn't matter where you go. And then they're grooming everyone, and then everyone takes up the mantle, yeah, that have been groomed, and they're doing the same thing. Oh, him, this. None of them have got proof. None of them have done any research. None of them have done anything. They just joined a pervert gang because they think it's the right thing to do, and they're involved in a hate crime. But the hate crimes come from one abuser or perverts from a Masonic lodge that has tried to decimate a character, assassinate a character, yeah, because they've got something to say that they don't want others to hear. Do you see what I mean? And this is what they do. But these are all deaths by rumour. You know what I mean? Each and every one. It doesn't matter what it is. Some of my links go dead, obviously, because they don't like it, yeah? Look. Oh, wait there, accept. But look. Thug beat, kicked and strangled a man with learning difficulties to death over false Facebook rumours that he was a sex offender, then dumped body in a wheelie bin. You see what I mean? But the guy has done the job. Do you see what I mean? That's the thing. The pervert is indoors having a cup of tea, you know, still got his business running within the Great Yarmouth, well, in my town I'm talking about, you know, still running their business, having a cup of tea, right lads, how you doing, but someone's done the dirty work and killed someone for them, you see what I mean? And this is how they do it. They do a death by rumour. Look, vigilantes to be given life jail for killing a pensioner, you see what I mean? Look, paedophile, witch hunt, yeah? Father of a girl who claims she was molested admits evidence against acquitted man was weak, yeah? Next thing you know, two men who murdered a pensioner on their housing estate became, because they believe he was a paedophile, are facing life imprisonment. Do you see what I mean? And this is how they get you all the time. They go, he's a pervert, he's sleeping with multiple... But they've got no criminal record or nothing, but no one checks it. You see what I mean? Because they know how people are groomed, and you'll accept anything. It doesn't matter what it is, you'll accept it. Do you know what I mean?
Conspiracy theory you shot-puttingly believe in.
Milton Keynes is built purely for the Freemasons.
Okay.
I just want to say, I don't believe this, but this is crazy. Actually crazy. The conspiracy theory goes that Milton Keynes is built purely for Freemasons to take part in weird cults and to leave a trail of breadcrumbs for conspiracy theorists. So Milton Keynes has a perfect solstice line that goes through the middle of the city centre, and the road it goes down is Midsummer's Drive. Directly parallel to the left and to the right of Midsummer's Drive, you have a road called Child's Way and Portway Road, meaning Midsummer Murder, child sacrifice to open the portal.
What the fuck?
The sun will shine down the solstice line, which is Midsummer's Drive, and then it will shine down the Eye of Ra, and it's so weird because the roof of the shopping centre is built exactly like the Eye of the Ra. This is so weird, but it gets weirder. So in the UK, we have a solstice-born prince, which is Prince William, and he was born on a lunar eclipse. Prince William was in Milton Keynes for 3 days in a row for Revelations 12, which is the 23rd of September 2017. And I didn't even know these places exist in Milton Keynes because it's so weird. He took part in a ritual in Milton Keynes on this thing called the Black Rose. This huge circle on the floor which resembles a black rose, which people say is a symbol of Freemasonry. But it's so weird. And then just to top it off, directly parallel to the Eye of Ra, to the Black Rose, and on the summer solstice, they've built a pyramid. And they've built this huge pyramid. And there are also other sculptures around Milton Keynes. And if you connect the dots to each one, it's the Freemasonry logo.
Oh no.
It's weird.
Really?
Yeah.
That's terrifying.
I've got pictures of all of it. I'm going to put it in.
Really?
Yeah, it's
Jesus
so
Christ.
so weird.